Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Everything Safi. It's been a minute, but I'm back. And today we're going to be making aloo pie. So if you want to see how I made my aloo pie, keep on watching. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and put in the comments if you enjoyed this recipe. Let's go. So I have here some local potatoes that I'm going to peel and cut and put to boil. Now I like to peel my potatoes and cut them into cubes and put them to boil, so it will just speed up the process. But you can just scrub your potatoes and put them to boil in some salted water and peel them after. It's just a personal choice, but this is what I like to do to just speed up the process. Adding some salt to my water, I'm going to put my potatoes up to boil, and in the meantime start kneading my flour. So here I have some flour, about 4 cups of flour. Two teaspoons of salt, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, half cup of sugar, here I'm adding 2 teaspoons of yeast, and I'm gradually adding lukewarm water to create a nice soft dough. And I'm just going to knead my flour for about 5 minutes until I get all my ingredients nicely blended. Look at the flick of that wrist. 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 Yeah, it's a technique when you are kneading your flour. You really have to put your hands in it. And you know, if it's getting a bit sticky, you just add some more flour and you continue kneading that flour. Knead that dough, girl. Knead that dough. Here I'm just gonna add some vegetable oil at the outside of the dough and knead it into the dough. Now I'm doing this because I'm going to put it to raise, and in doing so I'm adding the oil to maintain the moisture as well as pick up whatever dry flour that would have been stuck at the sides of the bowl. I personally like to see a nice clean bowl after kneading my flour. I'm gonna put my dough to raise until it gets double the size. Let's get into the potatoes. So I'm adding salt, ground Geera, some black pepper, a little sprinkle of paprika, and some fresh green seasoning. Now I'm gonna mash all the ingredients together. I'm not adding any milk nor water, just the dry ingredients with the moisture from the potato, and this is the end result. My dough is now ready. It's now double the size, and I'm gonna create little balls, what we call aloo, and prepare them to be filled. To create my balls, I'm using a flour board that I would have purchased at Fair and Square, which is a local store in my country that provides household items. And I'm just gonna pull them on average, but most of them is actually gonna be about the same size. And I'm just gonna open them up and just knead little balls and place them a few inches apart. Here on a separate board, I am taking each layer and rolling it out into a circular shape before adding the filling. Now you have to be very careful when you're doing this because you don't want it too thin nor too thick, but you want it at the right thickness where your filling will not be able to fall out, nor will the dough itself overpower the flavor of the filling that you're going to pack inside. After rolling out all my balls, I'm going to add the filling to each one individually and evenly before I show you all how I actually seal the pies. So for sealing the pies, what you're going to need is a pair of clean hands and a bowl of water. And you're going to be using the water to create moisture at the edge of the pies. In that way, the moisture will create a sticky effect and it would now close in the pies evenly so that they won't reopen or pop open when they are placed in the oil to fry. Now you don't want this too wet, you don't want it dripping wet, you just want to create the right amount of moisture just so that it can close and seal off the pies. You have the option to use a fork to slightly press it at the edges of the pies just to ensure that it is in fact secured properly. So after closing up all my pies, they are now ready to put to fry. What I like to do is just drop a little piece of dough just to test the oil, or you can use a thermometer if you have one. After placing the pies into the oil, I like to just take my spoon and use this technique in helping cook the pies evenly on both sides. So when I flip them over, they will have an even color on either side. And you have to just keep tossing them in the oil so it can cook evenly and nicely. Now they have a nice golden brown, and I'm just testing it to see if they are ready to come out. To serve with this aloo pie, what I made was a blended mango chutney, which I will be dropping soon. So if you enjoyed this recipe, please leave a comment in the comment section below. You can find me on Instagram at iamsafi.tt or my makeup page at makeupbysafi_royaltouchtt or on TikTok at everythingsafi. So just remember, like, share, subscribe, and I would definitely see you guys in another video coming soon. Bye for now.